welcome back to the channel. I'm still working on the background a little bit here. Like, it's a start. It's getting festive, you know, sort of. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. There will be more stuff on this, I swear. Anyway, yeah. We're here to talk about Chucky again. Because let me tell you, this show just keeps getting better. This one got to me a little bit. This one was a sad one. But it was still so good. So we start out with, like, Kyle and Andy, which Kyle is still such a badass. I fucking love her. Kyle and Andy are pretending to be census workers hunting down Chucky dolls. Like freaking vigilante freaking spies or something. It's fantastic. I think it's wonderful. They have the moment of the two of them holding the gun. It's a Pulp Fiction moment. It reminds me of Pulp Fiction so much. Obviously, it was a reference. It's so good. We get more of young Tiff and young Chucky, which I could watch a whole show on just these two. And again, we get some more of Tiff and Nika Chucky. I don't know where this is going, but it's kind of interesting. Apparently Tiff, who is Jennifer Tilly now, but I'll still keep calling her Tiff, because she's basically Tiffany and Jennifer Tilly's body. Like, this has been a thing since Seed of Chucky. Tiff has bought Chucky's old childhood home. And apparently, she knows that Nika has been switching between her and Chucky. Like, that Chucky has been regressing and Nika has been on the forefront. And I don't know if it's a game Tiff is playing or what, but she seems to like Nika more than Chucky, so that's kind of an interesting dynamic going on. And you get Nika trying to pretend to be Chucky, which is really kind of funny because, like, she can almost do it, but there's, like, little things, like, they're playing poker, and it's, like, one of the funniest parts of the friggin' show. They're playing poker, and Tiff's like, yeah, you're not Chucky. And she's like, why? Because Chucky doesn't bluff? Oh, she's like, oh, Chucky bluffs. Chucky doesn't bite his nails. And, you know, Nika was going like this the whole time. And then she's like, also, I stabbed you in the thigh about 20 minutes ago, and you still haven't noticed. Like, alright, yeah, you got me there. Like, Chucky can feel his legs. Nika cannot. So, that's a cool dynamic. The bulk of the story and the sad part of the story of this one revolves around Junior's mom. I forget her first name, but Junior's mom and her cancer. And the fact that she has stage 4 cancer, and she finally tells the family, and like, okay, we're gonna get through this together. And then she decides that since she has such a little chance of beating the cancer, that she's just going to live out the rest of her days and refuse treatment, which is a valid choice. But her therapist is all like, you know, we've talked about depression and stuff, you know, it's a valid choice, but, like, if it's just because you've given up, like, it's not a valid choice, you know? And she's like, no, it's not depression stuff. I just want to live out the rest of my life with my family. And, like, of course, we're endeared to this woman. And then Chucky pushes her out a window and makes it look like a suicide, which is valid, which makes sense, because she was just saying that she was refusing cancer treatment, which makes it seem like she might be suicidal. He pushes her out the window, and she lands on the car that Junior is sitting in, and her face comes through the windshield, and it's this wonderful gory effect, but you're just overtaken by the fact that this poor kid just had to be in a vehicle that his mother landed on after he just found out she had stage 4 cancer. I just was devastated. Like, I was like, okay, so, you know, I watch these shows after the fact the next day, just before I record these videos, and I'm like, okay, way to go, Chucky, waiting for me, or Chucky making me cry at, like, 8 a.m. on a fucking Thursday. Like, come on now. But yeah, it's very... that's not the only death in this one, too. There's 2 deaths in this one. We've cleared Jake, like, Devon's mom doesn't think it's Jake anymore, and Devon's mom, the police officer, the main cop, the one investigating the murders, she arrests the school teacher. They think she's doing it, which is an interesting concept. But she talks to Devon and is like, yeah, no, Jake is not a psychopath. It's totally fine that you're dating him right now. Like, I think that's great. And then cut to later on, we'll get back to that. So they are trying to get Andy to come help them. They get in contact with Andy Barclay. And Andy and Kyle, I'm guessing, are on their way to Hackensack now. They booby-trap the house because Devon is... not Devon. Yes, Devon is watching... Yeah, that's the one who's watching Cape Fear. He's watching Cape Fear and sees all the booby traps and stuff. And so they booby-trap the house to know if Chucky's coming in. And, of course, Chucky do show up. But also, he corners Lexi. And he says to Lexi, I won't kill you if you kill Jake. But he also doesn't attack Lexi. He doesn't attack Jake. Well, he stabs one of them in the leg, and I don't even remember which one it is. I think it's Jake. But Devon's mom shows up, the cop, and comes up the stairs. And just as Chucky jumps on her, she realizes Chucky's real, and that he's the one doing this. The sun just came out, so like, ah. Chucky pushes her down the stairs and kills her too. So there's 2 big deaths in this one. And the cop is a really big one, so it's like, now what? Like, now Lexi and Jake and Devon are going to be responsible for this cop's death. Like, what's going to happen now? Is it going to seem like they're all in on it? Like, it's quite the fucking cliffhanger they left this on. Also, Junior, obviously being very upset about all this situation, goes to Lexi for, like, you know, some compassion. Lexi's preoccupied with Chucky, so Junior breaks up with her, and I don't even know whose side I'm on that. Like, Junior's kind of a little shit, but, like, his mom just died, and he was in the vehicle. That's some trauma right there. Like, holy shit, man. So, yeah, this show is getting really intense. It's still wacky and goofy, as Chucky should be, but this episode was, like, really intense, man. This was a lot. It was so good, and I am totally now, like, on the edge waiting for that. There's only 2 episodes of this left, so this is gonna, like, all culminate soon, and I'm very excited to see where this goes. I feel like it's gonna be something like, Nika is gonna get blamed again and maybe go back in the insane asylum. Maybe Chucky is trying to make it so that he can get in one of the kids, either Devon or Lexi. Maybe he wants to be in Lexi because she's, like, kind of a bitch. I thought for sure he was gonna kill Lexi, and god damn it, they done flipped this fucker around, because I was scared he was gonna kill Lexi. Like, 2 episodes ago, maybe 3 episodes ago, I was rooting for this girl to have her guts ripped out and fed to her. And now I'm like, don't kill Lexi. No. What is happening? This is such a good show. Such a good show. So if you're not watching Chucky, you need to watch Chucky, and that's all there is to it. It is fantastic. I'm hoping they're going to keep going with this show, because they're doing such a good job. I want to see more of young Tiff and Chucky, and that's a bunch of Christmas stuff that's piled up here that I just hit. I want to see more of, like, maybe Nika and Tiff. Like, that would be cool. I want to see the adventures of freaking Kyle and Andy. I want to see... Like, this is so cool. I love this so much. There's, like, this whole little universe happening. And I really hope they spread it out and that more characters get involved. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait for the next episode. So, yeah. That's this video. And I never say this, but, you know, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. All the YouTube-y things. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!